Disclaimer, copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be.
The flow might be good, but the water quality is not. After a water treatment plant failed this week, residents in Jackson, Mississippi were warned against drinking the water, washing with it, or even brushing their teeth. And that's all taking a toll.
People are fed up. They're running to bordering cities who have clean water to just bathe and going to their grocery stores, having to buy up all of the water because we have none.
Ashley Tosay is 7 months pregnant and says she is considering moving away from Mississippi and its water problems.
We need help. We need federal oversight. We need something to happen because for it to be going on for years and the governor not caring, the mayor hiring incompetent people to run the water treatment plants, it's like it's never ending.
The neglected O.B. Curtis water treatment plant broke down this week from complications after a weekend of heavy rain and flooding. A state of emergency is in place as some 180,000 people living in Jackson and the surrounding communities desperately search for clean water.
Out of water, y'all.
There's only so many water bottles volunteers have to give, and store shelves are going empty fast. Kendra Payne came to a water bottle giveaway outside a local Walmart.
It's sad. It's sad. And I can't even afford to move out of Jackson, so I have to stay here and deal with this.
Nearby, experts scrambled to install a temporary pump at the water plant, which has been plagued by inadequate staffing and maintenance problems.
This is a set of accumulated problems based on deferred maintenance that has not taken place over decades.
That's Democratic Mayor Chokwe Lumumba, who has accused the state of failing to support Jackson's efforts to maintain the plant. But Republican Governor Tate Reeves has alleged that the water treatment plant suffered from years of city mismanagement.
There's a brother that's an Army veteran. His name is Moses West. Now, this brother has designed a machine that can make water out of thin air. And I want you to hear what happened with this particular machine about the people that went to vandalize this machine. Listen to the sophistication of what they were doing to try to ruin this machine. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
They drained fuel. They added something to the coolant lines. They played with electronics. And that's not typical vandal stuff.
Less than a week after bringing free water to Flint, Moses West says the green machine he designed to do just that was vandalized.
Once they broke into the machine and they destroyed the generator, very technical, they knew what they were doing. It wasn't just, random vandalism, not at all. They destroyed the battery. They put metal in the fuel system. I saw that when I was cleaning the fuel filter.
West is a military veteran who travels across the country to areas in crisis, bringing a machine he designed, like this one, that literally makes fresh water out of thin air. He put the green machine out for people along Saginaw Street on Thursday and was hoping to make a big impact. He says before the vandalism, they were giving hundreds of people free water every day.
You got to look at, I'm making anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 gallons of water a day. You give it away for free. That's a lot of money out of somebody's pocket someplace.
West says that he can only speculate as to why someone would try to destroy something that was just trying to help the community. West.
And once again, it's on. I'm back up in the building. This time with a heavy heart because it's like, you go all up and down the news channels and you see that there's a major crisis in Jackson, Mississippi. But you go up and down on the internet, YouTube specifically, and Black people are oblivious and clueless and don't seem like they even want to try to help. This man, Moses West, has a machine that can single-handedly overnight change that whole situation down there. And we got these FBA, ADOS, Pan-African clowns, all these jokers on here, and ain't nobody talking about how we can protect this man's machine, or at the least, how we can have some kind of drive or fundraiser to uh, get the much needed funds to make sure this man's machine is protected while all these people are able to get this water. And then we have all these so-called progressive mayors and senators and congressmen and all these sophisticated people in office in these so-called black towns, right? And my main question would be, out of all these black activists, who is actually claiming these people of Jackson, Mississippi? Are they Pan-Africanists? Would they be better off in Africa, since the American system clearly does not care about black and minority people here in America? Or are they the fundamental black and ADOS people? And if so, why isn't anybody making any noise to make sure they have the adequate water that they need? And why isn't anybody rallying for Moses West? What's really going on? What's all this propaganda? Because honestly, we could fix our problems. It's just we choosing not to, and we making excuses and too busy pointing the finger while we're creating genocide amongst our people, and then turn around and blame it on the white man. Like it's his responsibility to make sure that we have adequate water for our people here in the United States. Like it's his responsibility when he goes home at night, he has running water. He can open his mouth when he takes a shower. He has adequate drinking water. So why should he care about the same people that over 400 or 500 years ago, they were sent here to inflict and take over their land, and what they're still doing to this very day? And all we can do is point fingers and talk about who's a fundamental black American, who's an African, who has been here since the slave ships or since before the slave ships, or whatever the case may be. And while we're doing all of that, our people in Jackson, Mississippi need help desperately. So who's going to claim them? The Pan-African, the ADOS, or the FBA? Peace and love.